You're like so tense now.
I was gonna wait 3 seconds.
I know, but you just feel like very.
Because I was counting. It takes a lot of effort
I must
to
count and concentrate.
Mississippi 2, Mississippi. Okay, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna count to 3 in my head.
That's fine.
$20 cookie will be.
Ow! Ow!
Okay, wait. Hi guys,
Hi.
we are going to do a trailer reaction video right now and kind of watch the not kind of watch the trailer. We're going to watch the trailer and then give a breakdown of whether or not we are interested in watching the movie or not, because I am very opinionated about trailers, and so
Every time we're in a
see.
movie, she's like, she leans over and she's like, "That looks stupid."
Yep, it's
Or
100% true.
I mean, but that's like, I feel like that's the principle that everybody does.
the
like
point of the
everybody,
trailer is
it's
to
just like,
gauge.
it's just like this like dramatic music sting at the very end of it, and then everybody's just like, "That looks dumb.
Or
Never see it.
I'm gonna watch that.
Oh, that looks so good. She looks fabulous."
Or my biggest pet peeve, which is I don't need to watch the movie now because the trailer just showed me everything.
This is a big thing. I would like to see, after seeing this trailer, if it gives away everything. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of the times movie trailers contain like a little twist,
Right.
so that it's not entirely, like they could technically say we didn't entirely give away the thing,
Right. But there have been some movies that
yeah, it's just like, what didn't they? We were talking about Jurassic World. Or
Jurassic
something?
World, I think, was one of them. Shazam
Yep.
was one. They showed almost every single funny bit.
Yeah.
Maybe not to its entirety, but almost every single funny bit.
Well,
Anyway.
But this time
Yeah.
we're doing. Oh, watch
I'm
your
sorry.
microphone.
Not you. Sorry.
So we're doing a trailer reaction to A Quiet Place 2.
Neither of us have seen this trailer at all.
We've seen the little stinger that they released like maybe
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago,
Yeah, I
and then
think
now
3
they
weeks
finally
ago.
released the full trailer. So neither of us are going into it completely blind, but we really like the first one. Hopefully
we did a review on the first one.
we did do a review on the first one, so hopefully this one will live up to the hype of it. But all right,
let's
forgive
see.
my reaching. Oh,
You're
God.
forgiven.
Okay, here we go. It's happening. It's a dumb title. I don't like that.
Wait, what? Oh, maybe that's the first day it all started.
My arm hurts just looking at that.
Yes, okay, that's the very first day. That's terrifying.
It's okay. It's okay. We're okay. We're okay. That's okay.
I feel like every apocalypse film has to start this
Wait,
way.
is that Dustin?
It looks like Dustin.
Oh my god.
It is
What is
Dustin.
happening? Oh my word.
Okay, I'm a little tense at the moment. Did you see the little arm? Did you see
No,
the
I
arm?
didn't
It's
see the
reaching
arm.
through the... No, it's...
I think it was. I don't know if that was Dustin.
It
We'll have
sounded
to see.
just like him.
It did sound just like him.
Sorry, part of our screen is obscured by...
Right, so maybe we couldn't see
Us.
his face. I didn't see the baby in the short little clip, and I was wondering if something happened, but now I see. Oh my gosh, I can't. Oh, and the baby's gonna cry. You know, but here we go.
Oh, you guys are dicks. You probably shouldn't have that band hanging around if they're trying to stay quiet.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
I don't know why you came all the way up here.
There's nothing left.
Maybe in a briefcase. Please. Briefcase, maybe.
There are people out there worth
Hashtag.
saving.
You don't know, do you? I do. The people that are left are not the kind of people worth saving.
Is that true?
Okay.
I could get into
All
that.
right. Yeah, I could...
That was good. There's like nothing by way of plot, like specifics.
No, don't continue. Look at the. Oh my
No, there's Pennywise. I hate
No, I
Pennywise.
don't want to continue.
Don't show me that.
I'm not gonna. So, just my quick initial thoughts
Yep.
of this particular thing.
Yep.
So I'm a little worried, a smidge, because they
On a
always.
scale of 1 to 10, how worried are you?
We were just talking about how I dislike scales. Because what's the difference between like a 6 and a 7 in this?
Right,
You know
it's
what I
very
mean?
subjective.
It's very
subjective.
it's tough. So the thing that I'm a little leery on or a little worried about is because they are now going like the human route
Is
where
the
it's
bad?
like,
The humans are the bad guys.
yes,
Yeah.
which isn't necessarily bad. It can be done well, but and like they're establishing, like, I guess they're going to do some hopping back and forth between the original and then between it to modern day, like what's happening now with the baby. However, I'm a little leery about, because it's just like, I think what made the element of the interesting thing of A Quiet Place is because it was solely based, like the sole threat were the monsters.
Right.
I don't know why in every horror film, or every thriller film, invariably they always have to show like there's wickedness in the hearts of men, and they go for the evil creatures, and they're like, I feel like sometime they're gonna be like, we've been cultivating them to do our bidding. Yes,
And
like
they all sound exactly like that.
yes, exactly, and they also have a curly
Women
mustache.
and children.
Well, yes, that's how
That's
they all learn to speak. That's how
true.
they, yeah. Goo goo gaga, mother. I'm glad that we have decided to
Okay,
side with the evil alien creatures. Put me back in the briefcase.
So you don't love that the up the ante is human. That it looks like the up the ante is
It looks like the up the ante is human,
Yeah.
which makes me very leery about it, because it's not that it'll be bad. I don't think that it like, I'm excited to see it. I would really like to see it because I really
Right.
liked the first one.
Right.
I do like in the trailer they showed that intensity of them, like for example, it feels like they were being chased after that initial
backing
tripwire,
up. Oh.
and then she's like, they're running, but they
Yes.
have to run silently, and they
Right.
have no music showing like that or anything. They
Right.
did in the trailer. I feel like they tried to use music stings as a little bit too much of the horror element.
which is not what
You know-
they did with the movie. There was almost no music in the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Like so when that guy grabbed her and covered up her mouth, and it's like, Brad, like, oh my God, there's an entire orchestral band in the background, and they
I
all
don't
were
know what
waiting-
terrifies me more.
They
the
wanted a
orchestra
mu-
or the monster.
They were waiting for
Or
a
the
musical
person.
sting. They're like, whap! We're like, oh God, like, just in
Don't
my.
play instruments.
Yeah,
They
it's.
terrify me. Yeah.
Now
Instrumentation.
I'm imagining is like somebody's like playing a really bad trombone, like while they're like running around. They're like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't be doing this in the Quiet Place world." That's all I can imagine. But
You'd be conditioned to fear.
that's the
music
thing.
that way.
Like, I'm just I dislike when because I feel like it's almost like a crutch. It's a if that makes sense.
It
They
could
don't.
be
I'm not saying that
it's going
it's
to
a
be.
guarantee.
Right. But it could be.
The thing with it is that, like, yeah, it like ultimately, because they like the first movie, it was really neat because it's like there's a lot of unknown variables.
Right.
And then like
But now we have more context.
But now we have more context
Right.
and now it feels like, okay, the first one did so well, we need a second movie.
That is what concerns me,
Mm-hmm.
which is because the first one did so well, and did so well in the sense of surprisingly well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that the general public was ready for that original of a story, which is something that we harp on a lot, which is show me something original. And it was
Yes.
original. It was so well produced. It was so well acted. Like, I remember, I think I was like, give Emily Blunt an Oscar. I want this woman to have an Oscar. Like, it was just so good. So my initial concern is, can you actually top something like the first movie that was so original.
Yeah, the stakes. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say I will go into it assuming that it won't be.
Right.
They will have to rehash something.
And again, that's just my fear is that it's just going to end up being one of those films where, like, ultimately something ends up happening, like where the stupidity or the malice of humans is
Right,
what
it's
ended up being
gonna-
their undoing.
Right.
Instead of it being like War of the Worlds. The
I
original
never saw that.
War of the Worlds. These aliens just showed up.
Yeah.
They just like, hey, there's a planet. We're gonna show up, and we had no idea what to do. Like we had no idea what to do with it.
Right.
I like that element because it's just interesting to see how humans adapt to things when they don't have all the knowledge.
Right.
But when it comes to this, it really feels like they were stuttering. Saw it. It really feels like they were like leaning towards having something where it's like the humans now are just like, oh, well, now we figured out what pisses off the aliens, so now we're gonna make them a tool. We're gonna
to use the aliens against each other.
Yes,
Yeah.
or like they're gonna figure out like we've been trying to cultivate them and breed them because that seems like a good idea.
That will probably. No, I'm not going to actually bet $20 because it'll be recorded and forever analoged in history. But probably
A high likelihood.
I lean towards the possibility that will be the twist, which is that humans are making the monsters. That they have. Okay, so that's my prediction to the movie, is when he said, people. What did he say? The worst thing is people. I don't know.
Yeah, these,
And it
these
will
aren't
be
the
that
types of people that are worth saving or something.
We
yeah.
know how to kill the monsters, but the government or some secret organization
or even
has
just-
figured out how to kill them and is controlling them.
Yeah, and the thing is, I feel like that makes it a weaker story because again it's
Well,
but the thing that
it could.
it's not that I think that the movie is going to be bad.
Right.
I am eager to see it, but I just always get a little bit leery because I find more compelling stories exist when humans are adapting to the unknown rather than like they discover something and it's just like, oh, it was humans. You know what I mean? Like where it's just
Yeah.
like, here's the twist. It was other people.
It was people.
It was people.
Right, because that's supposed to give you the gasp.
Yeah, like
Because, everybody always says that people are inherently good, which I don't particularly agree with.
Oh,
And so it's the twist when people are bad. And then you're like, but people are good. Well, newsflash, people do bad things. And so to me it's kind of like that twist is a little bit underwhelming
Yeah.
because you're like, well, of course they did something wrong.
But
because people do bad things all the time.
it very well may end up being a
the people are
situation
good.
that like, it like I don't feel like I got the whole trailer out of this one. Like I got the whole movie, sorry,
Right.
out of this one.
Yes. Yes.
Which is nice.
Thank you.
But I feel like there are a lot of elements that might have led you to believe something, and I'm hoping that this is kind of like all red herring-ish stuff.
Yes. I love it when trailers do that.
Yeah.
When I walk into a movie thinking it's one thing, and then
Well, that's why I love Marvel movies, because they love to
yes, you
love
can't
to
trust
do-
anything.
Yeah, the
Any
trailers,
trailer that they
like all the
produce.
trailers they make, they could be different. They could have
Right.
scenes that don't exist and all that good stuff. Always an entertaining thing to me. So,
Yeah.
but overall, looking forward to it. Hopefully, it will be something very good. I presume we are going to do
We'll tell.
a review on
Yeah.
this
Did
one.
it say when it
because
was coming out?
Is no. It said
Yeah.
part 2.
So, coming soon, right?
I don't know.
I think it said coming soon.
Listen,
I don't
as
know.
much as you weren't paying
We'll
attention
see.
to the gangly arm coming out of the bus, I wasn't
I was
paying
too
attention.
busy watching how quickly she was reversing. I was like, is the bus gonna fast enough?
Ah, see, the
I
element.
was focused, man.
The element there was humans.
Was it a human hand?
No.
It wasn't a human hand.
No, it was a
the
monster.
hand.
Yeah.
How did I miss that? We won't talk about the things that I don't pay attention to.
I apparently didn't pay attention to bright red letters on the screen at the very end of the trailer. So, you know, it's fine.
I do think that the trailer leaves some good questions open. Like, what's going to happen with this baby? Right? Babies cry. I mean, you know, you just go, the daughter who's deaf. Are we going to see any more? I thought that part of the original story was fascinating and made it so, just added this awesome layer to the story. And so there's a bit of me that wonders, because the first movie focused a lot in on her, are they going to focus in on the son now, or are they going to continue to use her character in that very pivotal way? I don't know. There's a lot of good questions, I think, that the trailer raises. And so also, is John Krasinski going to be in it? That was my number one question.
Probably a flashback.
Because of a flashback.
He's probably arguably the money maker in this. I would
Maybe.
I'm saying arguably because I feel like
I'll argue with you on that one, but I love Emily Blunt. I do like John
See,
Krasinski.
so no, but then your blatant favoritism of Emily Blunt.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, so you don't have an objective, no objective opinion.
No, but I like John Krasinski.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh, listen to her putting a little Band-Aid on that chasm. Look at that right there.
He might. I don't know. You should Google it.
I think that.
I wonder who's worth more.
That doesn't matter.
Well, it kind of does a little bit, because then that shows who drives more sales. Do you know what I mean?
No, they could pay him. They paid Robert Downey Jr. $56 million for each part of the Last Avengers.
So much
that's
money.
And I think Thor, he made
I knew
20
RDJ
million
made
or something like
the
that.
most.
Like a couple of them made like 20 million.
What I'm just saying is that you were saying, is John Krasinski going to drive the sales? And my presumption
I think he has more name recognition. That's
might.
That's my thing.
He might.
So
Google it. Okay.
we're not gonna Google it.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not. Anyway, looking forward to A Quiet Place 2. Hopefully we'll
Yeah.
have something good to report when it finally comes around.
Yeah.
But for now, that was our reaction. Did you feel the same way? Do you have some differing opinion or a different theory? Let us know. And
I love theories.
oh boy.
I read them. I read so many articles. It's a shame.
So yes, don't bury yourself in theory. However,
Right, because you want to appreciate what is actually
yeah.
presented.
but give us some ideas. Let us know what you think, and hopefully we'll have some more interesting stuff to say when it finally comes out. Anyway, thanks for checking out our little reaction video. We're hoping to do these a little bit more often, just as like an in-between, because it takes me forever to do editing. But we will have some more stuff for you very soon.
Yes, we will.
Whoa, okay. But
That was my emphatic.
That was very emphatic.
It has been spoken into the universe.
Stop shaking the camera! Oh my god! All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.